ready, Yo's?
Yep.
Yo's.
Gotta love it.
All proud.
History in the making.
The lady and the gentleman.
You know it.
Why you gotta do the Kappa thing though?
That was.
Are you a Kappa? Are you Greek?
He is.
I am.
He is.
Right now, I'm ashamed.
Are you a Kappa? You must be a Kappa.
Oh,
That's why you did this shit, because he only does it when.
Only when I got the bruhs, and only when I got the bruhs.
You got to put some oil on that bitch. That was.
No, I mean it was a little dry, but I mean the boy is getting old, right now.
I feel you.
I haven't had to bust it
like
out in a
what?
while.
Like what? 13?
No, I'm not even throwing years out there. Everybody and all of our subscribers believe that I'm still like 25, so I'm gonna let them think that.
Oh, okay.
What you think? Cause that black don't crack, damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome back, Yo's. How you been?
I've been good.
Been great?
Great.
All right.
Good, great, excellent, all that good stuff.
All right, good stuff. We're probably gonna fly through this episode due to time constraints.
It's all right.
But it's all good though.
We had technical video difficulties.
And that never happens. Your department is always good.
Technical.
Well,
video difficulties, lighting difficulties,
Yeah.
audio difficulties.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
we can't. Well, like I said, normally this is why
We need our own.
Yeah.
It's
Y'all
coming.
gonna get there.
Yeah.
But like I said, like we wouldn't use like from a video perspective. It wasn't me. It was the actual equipment. I have no idea why. And then, of course, like I said, the folks before us was like, "Yeah, we had to call because the audio was jacked up." I'm like, "Great! What were we walking into?" So yeah.
Anyway.
But there's always a plan B when it comes to Yo's. And actually, this was C.
This was
Plan
C.
C,
Yeah,
yeah.
this was Plan C.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Yo.
So you still gonna get this YouTube video action.
That's how we roll, even if we gotta switch angles on the modes.
Man, we done got every single. Yeah, we actually have about every single angle in this room. Luckily, it's a nice room and it's set up really nice. So it's not bad.
I'm looking at this like, oh, could be a nice idea.
Right.
Yeah. You know,
the floor is on the wall, the walls on the floor. It's like, wow.
it's good. So,
Yeah.
no secret at this point, we have a guest.
Yeah. Wow.
So, as always, the music's about to change. So you know what comes up when the music changes. So I don't know, should I introduce him before or after?
Well,
that ain't even the right song.
See there? So
There you
introduce
go.
yourself while he's doing that then.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me play my music back real quick.
That ain't it though.
No, fast forwarding it. There we go.
what's my intro gonna be? Just my name? What am I saying?
Nah, we can go ahead. I'll introduce you. So, this week, we had to
what's
bring...
my name? Wait a minute now, let's back up for a second.
It's just like, I know,
Say
nah.
my name.
Okay,
Think about that.
so I mean, I guess you... Because, I mean, you really don't want to use your real name in certain platforms, which I get it. That's why I go by All Pro, because I am All Pro.
Anyways, introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage. This is, man, what is this going on?
Can they see your
Double-digit
face?
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can see him pretty good. Known him for, I can't remember how long, at least 12, 13 years, but it's one of my fraternity brothers from back in the day. Watched the kid grow up before my eyes. Now he's a grown man, proud of him. Ladies and gentlemen.
You probably older than him, ain't you?
Nah,
No, he's older than me.
Oh.
yeah, he's not.
I was
he's
a
not.
young blood.
But yeah, so I really don't know if you want to go by your real name or not. So
Just do first name.
You're Chris.
Because you got a basic first name.
I'm Chris.
Chris,
Hi, Chris! See how they work out?
C Money.
Everybody hates Chris?
No, everybody loves Chris.
Oh.
Everybody loves Chris.
Chris.
That's the. Well, all right. Okay.
I cannot.
Yep. There we go. Got our music, bro.
And see, now we have audio issues.
Nah.
But see that?
Boom.
That's the person. That ain't the equipment.
Audio's done now. We're good.
Did
Did that on the fly. On the fly. I know, man. It's like the devil don't want us to get this episode out. And
we got it though.
well, we got it. So real quick, before we begin our interview and everything, now that the music has officially changed, it's time for the gentleman's jab.
What is the jab?
The jab. I gotta build suspense. Honestly, this time the jab comes. It almost like I felt like I was getting jabbed. All right, I distinctly remember I'm waking up in the mornings, check the phone. What do I see? All right, cool. It's like a little notification here or there that says such and such is following you now. Oh, let me see who such and such is. All right, cool. Let me just go ahead and just scroll through the time. Let me just give it like 10 flicks of the thumb. All right, what do I see? Something about what black men need to start doing. Something else about what it's like dating a black man, or women don't let black men do this. Don't let men do this to you. Like all of that stuff. And to be honest with you.
So it was a bitter female that was following you, or requesting to follow you.
Oh no. And you know what? That's my fault. I didn't even explain it right. No,
you didn't.
That had nothing to do with who was. No, that was just what brought my attention.
Oh, okay.
To open up Instagram early in the morning. I'm not an Instagram in the morning kind of guy. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna give it 10 flicks in search of some type of motivation. And but what I see is one person saying something about ladies, make sure the man does this, or ladies be mindful of this, or it's a poll about what happens when men can do this, but what if women start doing that? And to be honest with you, all pros getting fucking tired of that shit.
Oh
yeah, for real.
We dropping F-bombs.
We are.
Wow.
Because but honestly, I feel like it's people that post those types of things on a regular basis. I feel like it's your fault. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of standards are you setting?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who are you allowing into your life?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's getting on my nerves because I would love to see something uplifting
Mm-hmm.
black men. I would love to see something that's talking about the great things that we're doing. I mean, Jesus, like, a lot of us, it's no secret, a lot of us are in jail. All right, so any black man that you see on the streets, wherever, that has a career, that has a roof over his head, that's actually providing, whether it be just for him or for his family, you get the cream of the crop. So why do we spend so much time like going against it? Why do we spend so much time? It's almost like some women are spending too much time jabbing other men back at the throat, and it's really getting on my nerves. It's like it's a bad habit. I know all about bad habits. I have bad habits. All right. Whenever someone says first things first, doesn't matter whether they say it in church or in court, whatever. All I like it's an immediate reaction. First things first, and I say I freaks all the honeys. I mean, it comes out. All right. Maybe a few dummies and Playboy bunnies, but anyways, it's getting on my nerves. I'm seeing it too much. So I would say the jab is going to be a little bit different, and I'm challenging people. If you always think so negatively, that to the point where you have to put it out there, you have to share it, you have to advise women, this, that, and the third. Suppose, just maybe it's time for you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what the hell are you doing wrong? Just saying. But in the meantime, on your way to that mirror, I need you to stand up, relax your shoulders, keep your head up, and accept this jab to the back of the throat.
Throat?
The throat.
We hitting women now?
Well, good point.
Might get a hard shake. I'm just trying to help. I ain't got time to get some hate mail.
Right, absolutely. And that's not my style.
Next post you're gonna get is
right. That's not the kind of person I am.
So you doing a coach show? Like, look, you know what?
Then they gonna look at you like, you promoting this? Like, that's what you doing for the ladies?
I got it. Now here we go. I'm inviting my proxy. That's what we're gonna do. So you're more than welcome to jab in the back of the throat, because a woman can absolutely do it for another woman. Just saying, it is what it is. Just make sure you relax your shoulders, keep your head up, and accept yours jab to the back of the throat.
Now
Here's the thing that you just say, accept your responsibility.
Say it again now.
Accept your responsibility.
That's my. I see what you're trying to do.
But it'll be a good continuation, because we do have a 2-part what men want, what women want session that's coming up at the end of the month.
Oh yes.
So you can.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So you guys. So that'll be a continuation technically.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure y'all gonna bring that up. Why women always? And I'm sure women go, why black is so. We'll see.
Trust me.
So yeah,
y'all will love.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 2-part of that.
It's a 2-part.
Y'all gonna love it.
I will not be here for the male segment.
Which means we going all the way in. All the way in. No coup.
I'll be out the country, but I'm gonna be listening. Okay.
No, okay.
which basically means don't lose your damn mind.
Right.
That's what it means.
Facts.
It is what it is.
Like, wait a minute. What?
Right.
Flying back like, I don't like
We gotta
this.
have a meeting.
Before you drop this thing.
Right. But yeah, that jab though, that was actually leading into the topic for today, because we have someone that, in all seriousness, I mean, he and I joke a lot, with each other and whatever. But one thing I can absolutely respect beyond, I mean, it's an insanely high level of respect that I have for him, because you have two children, little girls, beautiful little girls, and Buddy fights. I'm talking about, well, proverbially speaking. Yeah. All right, we don't do that, but it is an ongoing. It's ongoing still.
Yeah. Well, finally to an end now. For now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll get into that in a second. But he's basically one of those. He's one of the few, I guess I should say, that are representing men in a positive way. Excuse me, because he says, "Hold up. These are my seeds. These are my children.
Right.
You're not just gonna take them and then that's the end of that conversation.
Yeah.
I have a right. I'm telling this story. No, it's not going to tell a story. So, if you don't mind, just take us to. I mean, we can pretty much deduce how the children got here. we can put two and two together.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm sure we could.
So, if you don't mind, just take us to where things really started kind of getting bad. Because you were, I'm sorry, you were married.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
So things started to get bad when we got married.
Oh wow. Oh.
I know before
Vows
then.
do change people sometimes.
Before then, things got.
So
you should never get into a situation where you don't really know somebody. And we were in a situation where we were learning each other and having children at the same time.
That's what I was about to ask. Did you have the kids before the marriage or?
Yes. So
in
both
the
of them,
marriage?
both of them were before the marriage.
Okay.
Before the marriage, I actually was living in Idaho at the time, and
What the hell was in Idaho?
Work.
Work. Exactly.
Yeah.
Work.
Hey, anytime you go to the boonies, it's work.
What part of do you call it the Midwest? The boonies. That's what you call it.
boonies.
That's what you call it.
Because I ain't never heard nobody relocate.
Idaho.
Listen, she was living in Denver at the time, and I was flying back and forth. I flew out there probably 2 times, and then she was pregnant.
You was like that thing there. Come on, say, good to see you, baby.
Good enough to get you a plane ticket. It is what it is. Not hating on you.
Said
So,
2 times.
Slim Pickens in Idaho.
I've always said that I'm never going to be that person, that father that was not going to be close to my child. So, I put it on the table for her because at the end of the day, it's still her. It's still a new relationship.
Right.
I said, listen, I don't plan to be that far away from my kid. Either I can move out there, or you can move out here. Whatever you decide to do, we'll support. We'll figure it out. But the one thing that I know is that I won't be miles away from my child.
Right.
So she decided to move with me, and then we were living in Idaho for a while, and then I actually relocated us back to Charlotte. She was doing her hairdressing thing.
Okay.
And I was like, clientele in Idaho for black hair care.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little
So then
sketchy out there.
we came out here, and that was good. That was good times. Everything was good. We had our first daughter, Lauren, beautiful, my little flower.
It's little flower.
Such a daddy. Got you wrapped. Both of them.
It's not a joke.
And then our second daughter came, and I think that's when things got changed a little bit. Because at that time I was the only one working, she wasn't. And I'm like, man, how are we gonna take care of another kid?
Right.
On one income.
Right.
So just thinking about us being new parents, Lauren was like maybe 6 months old. So
your kids? Oh, okay.
yeah, they back to back.
You didn't waste no
They back to back. So
watch out for you.
I was like, man, this is gonna be tough. But again, her decision. I'm like, where I stand on this.
Right.
We decided to have our second daughter, Layla.
Okay.
And things kind of got harder. So she started working then, she's working nights, I'm working days. So I had the girls, but the majority of the time, right, they're going to daycare during the day. I'm picking them up. She's dropping them off. She's working nights. I have them for the most part after that. And then we just kind of, things started going left quick. I think it was a communication breakdown, which is
communication is always,
which is number one. And communication in regards to being vulnerable in communication, right? So you have a thing of where you may be wanting to go two different ways in your life, and what you want out of life. And when two people aren't honest about that direction, they get off page. So we had got off page. Bad. We went to counseling. We tried.
Okay.
Didn't just throw in the towel.
Before we got married, I was
wait a minute.
Yeah.
So this is before.
It was pre-marriage counseling.
Pre-marriage counseling.
Okay.
Now, was it official pre-marriage counseling at the time, or was it just counseling because, like, look, this
So had you proposed to her? Was she
Yeah,
Beyonce?
yeah.
Okay. So she was Beyonce.
She was pregnant with Layla. I proposed to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. This happening.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go. We all in, right?
Hey,
Hey.
poker chips. Let's go.
2 kids.
Right.
We living together. We've been doing this for 6 months.
Right.
We all in.
Right. We bet the game.
We all in. So, you know, we went through a lot of that, and then going through the communication breakdown of what we wanted out of life, I think it was more of a thing of, I wanted a partner. And she wanted somebody, in my opinion, to take care of her.
And that was, first off, that was really good that you phrased it, you know, in my opinion. Yeah, that was good that you phrased it that way.
Right.
But that is two.
Two different philosophies.
Someone to take care of you versus a partner. Okay.
That's right. So I looked at it, you know, as a time of, I don't mean to say to be too derogatory, but I got 2 daughters, not 3.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So I don't want to, I was always honest about that, right? So I was always like, listen, I want somebody who's going to be my partner. I don't want somebody who I'm going to have to take care of. I don't want somebody I'm going to have to completely pick up their slack. It's different when you have a situation where you get laid off. That's what partners do, right? I'm going to pick up your slack in that way.
Yeah.
But for a dependency type of environment, I wasn't with. And so that's when I started shutting down.
Okay.
That's when I started shutting down. And I was like, this ain't gonna work. And then I ain't gonna be doing all this work, working, taking care of kids, cleaning up households, cooking, all of that.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
No, I'm not saying that she wasn't contributing.
Right, but
I'm not gonna be doing all of that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know, it even came down to a point. My grandmother was like, "You're doing too much." That's when I knew.
Yeah, grandma said you're doing too much.
I'm doing too much, right?
Yeah.
And then for me, the appreciation wasn't there. And that might have been a man thing. You know, I always tell ladies, men want to be appreciated.
But that goes both ways.
It does.
Like,
it does.
women shut down because, like, I don't feel like I'm being appreciated, so we shut down. That's a unisex thing. Right?
Yeah.
If you don't feel appreciated, whether you man or woman, we shutting down. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm doing all this. It can all be gone tomorrow. And I think from that I remember the day.
Oh, you said that verbally to her
day.
face. Oh, yeah, that's good.
She came in from work late, and I was holding Lay, and I said, one day, all of this can be gone. If you don't appreciate me, all of this will be gone. And then after that day, I think piece by piece, things were just taken away.
Yeah.
Piece by piece until it kind of became panic mode for her, right? So it's like, oh crap, this is like he was serious.
You were serious. Right.
And then we just went from there. And so I'm like, hey, we got married. Then we got married.
So grandma didn't talk to you before you got married? I mean, I'm saying, I know somebody in your family was throwing a flag or something.
I was throwing flags left and right. I told her, I want to say at the minimum 2 times that I don't want to get married. I sent a text to my mom. We visited my mom. It was my birthday. My second daughter's birthday is 3 days before mine. So we went to New York for our birthdays. And on that trip back, we drove. I text my mom. We got married in October. My birthday's in September. I text my mom. I said, I'm not getting married. And so I I told her, tell your parents.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want, this to blow up or whatever the case may be. Let's just figure this out and go from there. I buckled. She was like, she started crying and so on and so forth. And I was like, oh gosh. And I thought about my kids.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think you did it.
And I thought about my kids.
Yeah.
And I thought about that life that I had, what I have in my parents, and what I wanted for my children. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get married. Nothing, I don't think anybody could have changed that in my mind, right? I was at that wedding, I was like, I can go right now. But I was like, I gotta do this for my kids. And that was the wrong reason. When I think about it now I know better, right? But during that time, it wouldn't have changed because I would have thought about my girls and I would have did it for them. So we got married and then we were married for 3 weeks.
Oh.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, that part I didn't know. Oh, I mean, that's not even 2 complete pay periods.
I mean, this is, you have to think about this too. Like this, the way we even went into marriage. So we went into the counseling things, and it was a thing of the counselor was like, "You don't know this man." So we did an exercise where it said, "I want you to write down what you think she needs, and I want you to write down what you think he needs."
Right.
Came back with our papers. She needs XYZ. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Now reverse, what does he need? XYZ. Wrong. Right? So again, that 2 different page thing. And the first time we talked was at our wedding in about a month. The first time we talked was at our wedding, at our first dance.
So, I mean, the warning signs were there.
Oh yeah. We that was a dumb decision. It was a really dumb decision, but
We live and we learn.
we live and we learn.
So I was married for 3 weeks now.
3 weeks. And then we had to decide what we were going to do with the girls. And at first she was saying she was staying, I'll stay, but can you live somewhere else? And we live in the house. And at that time I was paying, most of the bills for the house. I'm like, well, where am I going to live?
Right.
Oh, so she wanted you to move out and she keep the house.
Right.
But she was going to pay the bills though, right?
No.
Okay, let's just be realistic now. Because that would be my responsibility. All right, let's be realistic.
I'm going to make this plain again. So you living on 123 Main, paying all the bills at 123 Main. Y'all, no more marriage. And she's like, okay, well, I want you now. You got to move out of 123 Main, but you still got to pay the bills here and make sure me and the girls got a lifestyle while you go get your own place.
What was your reaction to that?
Because that's what a man does.
That's what she said. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I love that term because my response to that is always, that's not what this man does. Right?
And there's probably a whole lot of men probably gonna be
Yeah.
They ain't want no. I mean, some women gonna be like, dang.
Keeper the keeper.
But yeah, I think our mentality is still the same today. But yeah, I was like, that's not gonna work. So what we're gonna do is I'll stay here. The house that we had like 2 sides upstairs. So it was like, we really had like a guest suite and then our suite. So it had like our bedroom and the girls' room was right there. And then the other side had like a complete long hallway, a loft, a bedroom, closet.
Oh, a
and
whole
bathroom.
other separate side of the house.
Nigga, we can make this work.
Right.
Until we break this lease and then we can figure it out.
Right.
I don't know. She talked to her family, whatever. Next thing you know, she's like, I'm leaving. I'm like, oh, okay. And she was like, I'm taking the girls. And I said, no, you're not. You can go. I can't stop that. But you're not taking my kids. So that was a whole big thing. And then we signed an agreement, an amended agreement. I said, if you're going to leave here with these kids, we're going to sign a memorandum that stipulates you're coming back. You know, if you need to go home and clear your head or whatever you need to do, I get that.
Right.
I totally get it. But at the end of the day, we have 2 children.
Right.
If we didn't have 2 children, you could go and do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But we have 2 children. And where you are mentally, I don't really even think it's best that you even take them right now. But out of guilt, I let them go, but I didn't let them go without that signed.
Right.
So then she left. That was in November.
Of what year?
Of 2016.
Okay.
And then she sends me an email in December that says she's not coming back. And these are her plans. What she's going to do is she's going to be a stylist and move to Texas and live in this area for whatever time frame until she gets her stuff together. And I was like,
so she's gonna try to find herself with the girls, which that's tough in itself. She trying to find yourself as a single person. That's
right, yeah.
And you don't have cash flow. And I know, from stylists, like, you based off of clientele. So if you got weak clientele or not any clientele built up, you pretty much living on pennies. And that's a single. So 2 babies?
Yeah, man. So again, I was like, that's not gonna work.
Well, you got a legal document at this point that has a signature too.
So then, that was the first time we had a real conversation. I got that email and then I placed a phone call. We need to talk now. And my biggest thing with that, my biggest takeaways from that conversation that really ignited a fire in me was when she told me, if you don't want to be with me, you don't deserve to be with your children.
The ultimatum. I was wondering if that came up.
Yeah.
There's always an ultimatum.
If you don't want to be with me, you don't deserve to be with your children. So
I mean, if Michelle Obama,
but
I can agree to that.
But y'all mutually agreed after the 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, so we, the girls were supposed to return. She had took them for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I was like, okay, again, out of guilt. But the girls are going to return in January.
Right.
And I did get them in January. But that conversation in December went completely left. And I had to make a decision of what I was going to do. And I was like, this is not going to work. I got to go to work. And I told her before she left, I said, I don't want to go to court. But if we have to, I will. And I won't stop until I get my girls. I didn't want to go. To me, court is just like the last resort.
Yeah. Because
it gets ugly. And it did. It put the ugly in ugly. So I had to go there. So January 5th, 2017.
Hell of a day.
Yep.
J5. Man.
I filed for full custody. And, during that time, nobody would ever know that, but talking to my lawyer on the phone, I'll never forget that day either. He's like, we're going to have to file for full custody. And the first thing I thought, I'm like, I don't want to take my kids away from their mother.
Right.
But I also understood what we had to do based upon the scenario that we're in. You're halfway across the country.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
So it left me with no choice at that time. Of course, we have more arguments after that and more just things I don't even want to go into.
Right.
But now, basically 3 years later, I got Lauren and Layla.
Oh.
Full custody.
You skipped a whole bunch. I appreciate that in the interest of time.
Right.
Hell no.
You did, but but when did you officially get full custody? This year or?
I got full custody. We have joint legal custody. I have primary
Okay.
physical custody.
Yeah.
So I was awarded that back in August of last year.
Oh wow, that's
So
still,
7/23.
So it's
7/24 of last year.
So yeah, that.
Yep.
It still was.
Oh, it was emails back, and I had to save emails. I had to save phone calls. I had to save FaceTime records, text message records, threats from family members, threats.
Oh yeah.
Just, all these different things. People going on social media saying all types of stuff. Down to my job.
So in this period of time that you're going back and forth, are you seeing the girls?
So the first time, the last time when we first split,
right,
I saw them in January.
Right.
And then after that, I didn't know when I was going to see my kids again.
Oh, wow.
And you know what? That's a great segue. Let's actually, because time is running up. So let's go ahead and stop there. We definitely, it's 100% going to be a part 2.
Yeah.
100% going to be a part 2 because I want to get into the nitty gritty when it got ugly and nasty and everything. This interview is going like way better than I thought it would. Way better. I thought it would.
This is part 1. But I just, the last question is like, so you didn't know when you're going to see your girls again. And I guess it's just like, in all of this, how are they affected? Like, did you both have to sit down? Well, did you have to sit down and talk to your girls?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My girls at the time were, Lila had just turned 1.
Oh.
So they're not even like...
It's 2, so,
all they see is just like...
Man, the first time I saw my daughter, my oldest daughter, the first thing that she said to me, she said, where have you been?
Oh.
She said to me, I'll never forget that. She said, where have you been? And I told her, I've been here waiting for you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At least you knew how to have the dialogue though, versus, bashing the mom that's what I like. There was, I can't speak for her, but you wasn't sitting there like, you knew how to articulate it to where it was like, it's not about you girls. I've been waiting for you. Daddy will always be here kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just, me and mom just, working through some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Versus what you hear on TV is just the bashing and all the.
Yeah,
stuff.
that was my number one thing. No, none of that. For what?
Yeah.
For what reason? To just make my children have them be a part of the process, which they're already a part of no matter what anyway, to make it more difficult for them? No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So yeah, that was a really hard time because I didn't know when I was going to see them again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, grab your Kleenex because part 2, you're definitely going to tear up some more.
Because
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
It's like a cliffhanger. I like this one.
That's what I was saying. This is way better. This one's way better than I thought it was going to be.
Because I know guys is like, yo, I feel you, brother.
Yeah, a lot of
because I know a lot of single fathers who were like, that they had to fight in courts and do a lot of stuff and go through a lot. I have a friend now that's close to me that he's going through a lot with his mother, his children as well. So it's
nasty.
Yeah.
Just don't give up. That's all I can say. It's hard, but don't give up.
Yeah. Well, we'll give them that advice at the end of the next episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Because this one, like I said, we gotta wrap this one up. But until next time, ladies and gents, because where my music at now?
Technical difficulties.
Nah. The difficulties are not. The difficulties are good.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're good. They're good now. But no, but seriously, on a serious note, Chris, we appreciate you coming in. No problem. Appreciate you coming out. There we go, my music. Until next time, because next time it's gonna get way better. Way better. We'll see y'all.
Peace.